Teardrop, one of the most underestimated or misunderstood contestants in the beginning of the franchise, has finally gotten more recognition, which I'm happy for. But we can't disagree that some of her eliminations were flat out unfair and rigged. Let's go back to BFDIA 4, which was her original elimination. Now, before we get into that part, I would like to say that I'm going to be including some points from previous and seasons after she played, because as you know that the new BFDIA episode did release. Now, Teardrop has been a beloved contestant, but as a result, back then, since it was really easy to get votes how people wanted, it was easier to eliminate her. Now, if we go back and we see how Teardrop was basically abused, in the entirety of BFB, it was kind of annoying. Now, when we go into BFDIA during her elimination, she had the chance to choose immunity into the final 15 or hand-powered recovery center. She chose to, have a recovery center because, people needed to come back from the dead, which was smart, but also her fault in this situation. And I can see a little bit of bias here, but I'm not going to get into that. Now, when we go to her elimination, it is rumored that Adam Cat's cousin ended up getting her My Little Pony fans to bot vote this, Teardrop's video in order to save Coiny, which, yeah, Coiny's the face of BFDIA along with Pin, I can say, but it was rigged. We all know this, that it was rigged, and we've known for the last, 10 years, ever since her early exit from the show. Considering she had one of the most votes to join Season 2, it didn't make sense why she'd suddenly get eliminated by doing nothing controversial. So, yeah, her elimination had to be some of the most unfair things that could have happened in the franchise, and I can say that she had the worst elimination in the entire franchise. Now, BFDI as well, it was kind of stupid because the Alliance voted out Snowball, yet Pencil has never seemed to betray the Alliance, yet in this scenario, she chooses Teardrop to be eliminated. In what universe does this make sense? Like I said, I'm maybe including points, and then at the end, I'll give my overall opinion on why, after this, you guys should vote her to rejoin. You can clearly see that in this situation, Pencil had no idea who to vote for, but no one liked Snowball back then besides Eraser, Blocky, and Pen. So why would it make sense to eliminate Teardrop? I still, to this day, have no idea. Now, we're going over here, and we can see that an arc with Eggy could have happened. Now, as you guys know, I hate Eggy. She's my least favorite character, but I do think if the creators started to do more arcs with her, and instead of giving her plot armor, then people would see her as not overrated. As of now, she's getting a lot of hate, and I can see a little why, but also, you guys were upset that she was eliminated early, but yet when she joins Teapot, everyone's happy and then just mad because she's winning. What do you want her to do? Just get eliminated? No. She's actually doing good for once, and this Teapot is her best season, and coming from a Teardrop supporter, I want to arguably say I am the #1 Teardrop supporter. I'm going to try to make that my title because I love her so much, but this video is focused on her eliminations and mostly BFDIA. So, yeah, she's a fierce competitor. We all know that. And BFDIA has a bunch of great contestants, as we know. I can name a few: Pin, Coiny, Bommy, Golf Ball, I would even say to an extent, and, some other characters like them. Now, Teardrop in BFB didn't do much until the split, and that's okay because, to be honest, no one really did anything. Characters like Basketball and Lollipop didn't become good until later episodes or seasons. Basketball only recently became good in Teapot. Lollipop in the split became good. Same thing with Teardrop. And I didn't really notice Teardrop until the split. And honestly, she has to be one of the most underestimated, misunderstood contestants. And although at times now during recent episodes, she's gotten her revenge on people, which I'll get into a little later because she's been getting hate for the recent episode. But we can clearly see that she opened up into her own character, and you wanted to be a fierce competitor like she always could have been. Her superpowers with her fingers, her ability to make good comics, her friendships, and her ability to realize when she's wrong, and she does end up fixing it when the time comes. I can't say the same for what happened with Robot Flower because, it literally just happened, but I hope in the future she does see what she did wrong, and hopefully she can apologize to Robot Flower, as Robot Flower is one of my most favorite contestants as well, top 10. But, you know, we're going to move on for that because it's not a tier list video. It's on Teardrop. But, yeah, Teardrop is overall a really good contestant, and I don't get the hate for her. And you guys can't disagree that her elimination wasn't rigged. Like, it was. We all know it had to be. There's proof about it. There's so much, you know, statistics about it. Many people have gone over it, not just me. And as a small OCS creator, I'm just trying to, you know, bring light to Teardrop and try to, like, see why she should rejoin out of everyone in the locker of losers. If there's a debut, obviously that's different, but this is a rejoin. So, yeah. I want to talk about each of the eliminated contestants so far. So, as we know, spoilers right now, Rocky will be the next one out, but I don't think he should rejoin. He does nothing. I know my first video on this channel was trying to make him stay, but I said if he gets eliminated, keep him eliminated. There's no point in him, you know, being here. But a quick thing before I get into that, I do know that she did betray Flower, and I would say that the creators were trying to make Flower win anyway, so they kind of just derailed Teardrop in the end for a little bit, but then she got better right towards the end again. They wanted to make sure the viewers would take note that Teardrop did betray Flower in the end, so that Teardrop would not win a vote against Gelatin, and that Flower could easily beat Gelatin in a vote, because if Teardrop was in the final two and they hadn't done anything with Flower, we all know Teardrop would have beaten her easily in a vote. So Teardrop was set up to lose anyways in the end regardless, but she did end up getting third, which is amazing. Now, the thing is with Donut, he was just rude overall and just not a great contestant in season 2. And I think it's great that he got better and in season 4. And I think it should stay that way. We don't need him to develop in season 2 because we got to see him in season 4 and season 5 and he's doing amazing. Why ruin that and just make him mean again? Then he's going to get more hated. So he doesn't need to come back. Dora, I love her. Okay, she is in my top 15 characters, but she didn't do anything important in BFDIA and has no story. She doesn't need to rejoin. I think her elimination was unfair, but she was eliminated by viewers, not by bot. So no bots eliminated her, so her elimination was fair to an extent. Then we look at Teardrop. Rigged, definitely deserves the most. Then we go over to Puffball, who, you know, was just eliminated. She doesn't need to come back. I know she's becoming a favorite, but she caused her defeat for her team. And what was the point of her coming back? Match, she didn't have anything in BFDIA, and she isn't as popular anymore, so she's definitely not going to come back, maybe top 2. And then Rocky, I know kids love him, so he's the only threat I see right as of now. But you guys can't disagree that out of everyone, Teardrop deserved the most. She had the most potential to develop out of anyone in the cast that's been eliminated so far and was rigged. So her elimination in BFB, I'd say was fair. I love her to win, but at least it wasn't rigged this time. So yeah, third place for our girl, really good. Now, she does join Teapot. People are saying unfairly, and I can see why, because we want the show to end. We want to see which one of these people who split wins the show, and Teapot has been doing really well. We have about almost 10 eliminations now. That's amazing, and we're getting down to like the final 30, and I can't wait to see who else can make it farther. I'm hoping Teardrop makes it to the end. I know she's not going to win. We all know that at this point. Her plot armor is going to make her lose in the end, but I do see her top 10 material. Now, you can clearly see that she's been getting a lot of revenge, and who doesn't like some Teardrop revenge? Like, she kind of, you know, did really well in Teapot too. I think a lot of people saw her as this, like, really cool character, an unstoppable force. She took out a lot of people, and it's honestly, she's just overall just a great character. BFDIA has the most potential to make her seem more of an interesting character. Stop looking at what she did in Teapot and BFB. We're going back to season 2. Nothing is canon up until it happens later on in the storyline. So why are you just starting on her for her future self rather than her past self when she was just kind-hearted and, you know, not rude? I know people could say, oh yeah, she kicked Woody. That's a different story. I'm not going to get into that. I don't even know how to explain why she did that. I still don't know to this day. Maybe she just felt uncomfortable and she had, you know, no idea how to react to that. And I can understand that. If a random person walked up to you and just started, like, giving you hearts, would you, like, be okay with that? No, I'd walk away. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. I don't really know how to explain anything else. Teardrop is a very good character, and I hope you guys can see this after this video, that she deserves the most to rejoin out of anyone from the 6 eliminated contestants. And honestly, I feel bad for Robot Flower, but she was just in a mood trying to get revenge on Eraser and Pen. I keep getting confused with that. But no, she's just an overall great contestant. And although she does have some faults at times and can come off as mean characters aren't necessarily bad. I'm going to say it right here. Snowball has developed really well in Teapot, and I genuinely like him now. And he was a mean contestant, and I hated him. I literally just started liking him. So this is the video about why Teardrop should rejoin. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to share it to other people. I do want my channel to get some, more subscribers so we can make awesome content. But yeah, I hope you consider letting Teardrop rejoin in BFDIA, because a rejoin is bound to happen at some point. And she is a very fierce competitor, and I want to see her compete again in Season 2 and possibly even win, because she has a lot of potential to be one of the first rejoiners to ever win in Object Show history. That's going to do it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one.